poetry night. I know. It's been a while since we did a poetry night. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and comment button as you come in. How y'all feeling? This wasn't planned, but I was talking to my people and I asked them what could I do, what should I do, and they told me poetry. So I'm doing poetry tonight. Y'all don't forget to come back for 9:30. At 9:30, I'm going to be giving away my paintings. The only thing I'm asking that you do in return is just pay for the shipping. They need a good home. All right. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start with the first. My first one is family. It's called I Always Loved Family. Trying to make sure I got all the parts to it. I got part 1 and part 2. Anyway, let's get started. My bad. Epitome. The epitome of my analogy, solidified through generalities, has produced an intense personality, powered and willed by the epitome of love, profound depths. Deciphering the whispers from the marrow of bones, souls who left their home, carrying the weight of love not manifested, not manipulated into a magnitude of longevity or happiness. Silently written upon stationery burned at one's last physical breath, deemed for ridicule in the past. That epitome to create poetry. Leaving their unpacked, unspoken words, world secrets, to disintegrate into the diamond of memories where the heart once dwelled. Who can tell? Unearthing the hidden into beauty, clarity, and imaginable wonders that were taken, now shaken, from the graves to inspire, be heard, so previous muse can rest, reincarnate. Hear what their soul's heart desires to convey, declaring to fear he cannot say. Love is the epitome I shall no longer keep at bay. He say, he say, he want to know everything about me, where I live, grew up, friends, foes. who broke my heart, made me cry. If he can give me a love, sigh. My family and ties, aunts, uncles of mine, he want to know. If I've been married, divorced, having a children of sorts. If I come with a package or am I the total package of a woman? He said, you're beautiful. Do you believe in love at the first sight? May I treat you as the queen I see that you are? Do you work? When is your lunch hour? May I take you to your dinner? What does it take to make you laugh? I want to know. You. What are your passions, your favorite colors? How would you feel about watching the sunset or the breaking of the dawn over a cup of your favorite drink? He said, I want to know. You. True to this. I'm true to this. Bring me bliss, cannot imagine life without poetry. I am poetry. My walk, talk, smiles, tears. Everything about me is poetry. Some think I'm over the hill, but still, I'm true to this. I'm what you should never be without. Clarifying, communicating, tempting, being excruciating in the passion. One stole my work, thought it would get them work. You're not me, son. When they figure it out, you're done. 'Cause I'm true to this. Get off my pillow. Sing it. If poetry was a gangster, poets would rule the world. If poetry was a mate, they would be the perfect match create. When I walk away, I always have something to say. Whether it be from the heart or written from my heart. I'm true to this. It brings me bliss. Connects me with the amazing people of various walks of life. One asked me to be his wife. Enough said. He just wanted me in his bed. The other wanted what was in my head. Time for some new adventures. Never give up on your passions. Stay true to this. Hello, Cletus. Shout out to India. Oh, my time is 8:16 Central Standard Time. Poets in passing. In the passing of a day when poets are at play, they always have something fly to say. No matter if it's hot, it means a lot. Poets drop knowledge right on the spot. Some break you down like a transformer toy. The females will make you feel like a boy. They can find a gem in you, activate and draw you, conjure up from the belly of lust, wreak havoc on your emotions. Yeah, they cuss. Poetry is one of their superpowers. The vocals will keep you in the shower. You may be sad before you meet. A poet's powerful words will have you light on your feet, walking around feeling sassy. That's what happens with poets in passing. Happy birthday, Virgos. Today might not be your birthday. It's a birthday to me. A reset to experience some magical things. Things I thought of doing. Things I felt inside. That feeling I had as a child, can't wait to go outside. bathing, thinking over my day, how much fun I had at play. Under the covers with my mother tucked, excitement whisked me away. Came the following morning, the sun tapped my eyes. I leaped with anticipation. Mom made me rice cereal. What a surprise. And Knock came at the door requesting me to help create our day. Hopscotch, jump rope, jacks, and Simon Says. Every day is my birthday. It resets for wonderful things. A redo, enhancement to do much more. I am a creative being down to my core. Today might not be your birthday. It's a birthday to me. A day to reset, experience some magical things. Things you thought of doing. Things you felt inside. That feeling you had as a child, couldn't wait to go outside. Waking the following morning by a tap of sunshine. If there were any altercations, they were forgotten, were left behind. Happy birthday. Epiphany. I have something to say. What I learned today. When I disclose this information, it will blow you away. May fill your mind with ease, may also bring some tease to the development of your meant to be. So please just stay with me. Relationships come and go in order to upgrade, you know. Pair us off with the very best match by design. You tried tier 1 for fun. You tried tier 2, that's true. I tried tier 3, it wasn't for me. Some it made kind of blue. Tier 4, I did adore. Tier 5 ignited me inside. Bursting with happiness, yes, that's for me, written on the door. I understand why the traumas, disappointments, and despairs. The Almighty has a plan. He cares. Don't fret if they leave. Show you a side you aren't able to believe. They too are in a process, maybe slower than you. However, the grand unveiling of your mate is blessings upon blessings. It is your fate to live a grandeur life that you deserve. Welcome those who audition to play roles in your script. You will cut many to become the true shit. My plea. The hardest thing about being me is trying not to be me. Others gravitate towards me when they desire something free. They see the smile upon my face, the cute chubby cheeks. Somebody told them I'm easy. Use me. My kindness come from above, yet I am human, but a sage. I take all I can, then comes the rage. You think it's easy being me? That others feel it's okay to take advantage of and flee? If you only knew how I lost my mind for 2 years and went on a spree. My mother's church prayed for me. Now those who don't understand that poetry is my outlet want to test me. I'm not bad, but I will put you out of your misery. Let me be. This is my plea. You don't want to find out what's really inside of me. Don't visit with your opportunistic ass. If you come to my house, you will not get a pass. Nigga, I be thinking of dismemberment, revoking your player card and membership. Yeah, you got to go. Yeah, you got a gun, so do I. You keep trying to do some stuff you feel is fly. Don't be my friend if you aren't my friend. Don't try to block my blessings if you are not the supplier. I know my life is greater, has a greater purpose, one that you cannot fulfill if the mantle was placed upon you. So stop fucking with me, or I'll start fucking with you. If we find ourselves on the same path regardless, I will give you respect. I just won't fuck with you. Bet. empty. The hollowness of the shell of a thing or someone can be deemed empty. The place that once thrived with delightful energy or energy per se. If you take a glass and place it before you, it's just a glass. When complemented with fruit, bubbles, and colorful drink, it comes alive. The glass becomes empty again. There's no life inside. When a person becomes empty, something dies. Be it the body, creativity, or inspiration, being empty is a form of ceasing. Over the years, I have placed too much trust and faith in others who waited until an awkward moment to disclose their true fakeness, ruthlessness. It didn't smear me, but teared me up. Taught me to let those kind of people dry up and burn. Showed me the quality and choices I choose to interact with. It is time for me to empty my cup before the wolves who dare to devour me. Funny how those who used to fuck with you don't fuck with you no more. You were the runner, maybe supporter, number one fan, who's now banned. After utilizing your assets, they have been blocked. As you realize, the utilization meant use you. However, you get your break. You take. Now they know your name. Now they want to claim. Nothing's the same. The bridge was destroyed with their manipulated toys. With high regard you held them, still to this day. No, I don't fuck with them. I don't change. Money doesn't denote friendship for me. I'm free. No hidden agendas, no jealousy, no fear of you becoming more famous, my dear. Funny how those you used to fuck with don't fuck with you no more. You were the runner, maybe supporter, number one fan who's now banned. After utilizing your assets, they have blocked you. The utilization meant use you. However, you get your break, you take. Now they know your name. Now they want to claim. Money doesn't denote friendship for me. I'm free. No hidden agendas, no jealousy or fear of you becoming more famous than me, my dear. Funny how those I used to fuck with, I don't fuck with no more. Perception. Perception can be a motherfucker. All it takes is an illusion to strike delusion, possibly distorted by a purpose, one's view of how they perceive a person, place, or thing. I had the experience today to view a woman working on an armored vehicle. It was cold outside. I placed my hands in front of my face to keep them warm as I felt slightly above the weather. She began to hike her pants up as I was thinking, it is cold outside. I know she's wearing thermals, right? She looks over at me and I smile and wave. Turn my attention back to the fuel pump. I am waiting to complete my action. Out of nowhere I hear, can I do something for you? I turn my head towards the woman to look behind me, then back at the woman trying to figure out who she's talking to. There's no one outside pumping gasoline but me and another man who has his back towards the female. I was disappointed in her perception. She saw me as a bad person wearing oversized clothing, a hat and gloves at a fueling station. She perceived me to be someone I am not. I was being friendly. And I turned my attention back to what I was doing. When will we, as people, not see us as a people, as all being out to get each other? I was invited to a gathering being a pescatarian. I do not eat everything, nor do I eat from every person's table. There was food on the table, some was unidentifiable, some was. So I dare not touch it. Although I asked to be on the safe side what it is, I was given no answer, so I went for the tasty treats on the table with coffee instead. The woman who sponsored the event asked me, was I going to eat? I told her I'm fine. She asked again, so I replied, I don't know what this is on the table. I asked a few people, nobody answered, so I don't eat what I can't identify. A young man stood close by and made a big thing out of what I said. Immediately, I shut it down by saying no. I'm not trying to be funny. I asked several people, and no one told me what's in the bowl. She answered me, it's bean dip. I agreed to have some which caused flagellation. However, she meant well, I suppose. An hour later, I went to take a drink of water, spring water from a hydration bottle. It was slimy. Upon the water hitting my mouth, I knew someone decided to transfer their body fluids into it. My bottle as a way of getting back at me. I mind my own damn business. I have less as possible to say to anyone else. I politely left my work area, washed my bottle with soap and all, put more fresh water in my bottle, which tasted nothing like the previous. Perceptions. Perceptions can make or break a relationship of any kind, frankly speaking. To have a trinket box of insecurities to the point of retaliating on a person for speaking truth means you haven't shaken your covers and grown past deception, lies, treachery, and low-down witchery. Here I thought I was dealing with adults, people my age or older. I have found favor on my job where I work 5 days straight and 2 days off. That seems to be a problem with those people. It is well with me, despite their judgmental idiocracies. I have never had a problem playing my own sandbox alone, so I shall continue, because bitches will make you lose your job behind their hoe-ass shit. Exasperation. Hello, Latrice. Love at first sight? I've only experienced it once, and I was very young. And I will tell you, it was very intense for both of us. Have you ever experienced love at first sight? Because I see love at first sight as actually two people that are soulmates, that have actually came across each other. Yes, ma'am, Miss Purcell. We're doing poetry. I'm doing poetry for 1 hour. Exasperation. This one I normally do to Michael Myers music, and it takes a lot of energy for me to do it the way it's supposed to. But I'm just going to read it because, you can't do it over here without them you getting they want to take your money. I cook, I clean, I wash clothes, wash windows, fuss, fight, defend, bend, stare if you dare. Peep game, was game, lied on, cheated, whooped ass, went to jail, went to war, took respect that was rightfully mine. Talk trash, remove trash, knock the hell and back talk. Been abandoned, lost and found, raped 3 times, beat to the ground, stolen from, down to a dime, undermined and blindsided, gaslighted and scapegoat. And I repeat myself. I repeat myself, I repeat myself, I repeat myself until they get it right. Disrespected until I checked it. Prayed for others, nursed them back to health, gave up my comfort to help someone else. People crossing the line thinking we cool. Not that cool, motherfucker. Fed my enemy and my frenemy, knowing what they feel. When I walk away, it should be on an even keel. Only memories of my goodness should be their torment, exasperation. I want to cry. They would think I'm weak. I repeat myself. I repeat myself. I repeat myself. I repeat myself. To no avail. Your words are ignored, seeking a fun time, trying to be grown without the experience, having not read any books or accepted the wisdom, working double shifts, holding 2 jobs. One wants to sass, the other said, kiss my ass. I walked in for respect's sake. I'm your mama. Your respect will not be fake. Exasperation. When it's all been said and done, you realize it wasn't fun, but the cost of your decision is what you're dealing with when you lay while you're still young with play in you. Exasperation. That poem right there is talking about people having children while they still in a play mode. Players, hoeing around, fucking everything they see, lying, saying they pregnant from another motherfucker. You say, when you start having sex with people and you make a baby, that DNA of whatever's in you, that bullshit, is what you put in that child. That's why Caucasian people, the ones that were very intelligent and they know some things, do not have children until they're 30 years old because they want to make sure they got all of that shit out of them. So when they make a baby, that baby going to come in correct, intelligent, stable. But when you start having children young and you ain't got all that play out of you, you're going to deal with some shit. Can we talk about what makes a man? Not his height or his stance, not his tone or his throne, not the money or his bone. A man can be as young as 13 in the mind but have a body that doesn't measure up to what is inside. He is responsible for his actions, never find fault in another when it is all on him. He tends to what is important to keep the village afloat. Can we talk about what makes a man? More or less. Let's rock this boat. He finds ways to woo his woman, finds ways to be human, taps into his femininity, doesn't live directly in his masculinity. To be continued. The ability to cuddle like a teddy bear, displays fierceness when he speaks, it pierces the hearts of his enemies. His words are reserved yet powerful. His woman matches his energy, and together they are warrior towers. He never forgets who she is, the severity of her office or her existence. He gives her no reason to question his motives, actions, or deeds. They feel as if they grew together as identical seeds. Most would say he would rob, steal, kill for his family, Rare, they say. He works intelligently or physically to bring abundance and a good name to that family. His will is strong. His mind matches. No entity can persuade him. He has a bond with his counterpart that has no latches. Outer words will not hatch. Devices of distrust, suspicion. He wanders in the field of manhood without seeking a doorway to escape. He is commissioned, certified, identified, and bona fide as a man. Y'all don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe, and comment button. The gift. Life after death. I waited in a park by a wishing well made by a white stone. Green grass evenly manicured, the pavement walkway awesomely done. To complement the double waterfall wishing well, small flowers here and there. I stood with my back to a white fence, hands together, heart level. A man walks up to me, vivid and clear. Could it be? He smiles, stands there for a while. Take the palms of his hand and cup my face, moves in closer and gives me a taste. 3 kisses upon my lips. He releases with a smile. Stepped back and said, I have to go now. The Dolomite twins are here. Skin albino white. Same size, same height. Walks behind him as he left my sight. I stood there until he was gone. Opened my eyes from my sleep. Felt his kisses linger on in my spirit upon my lips. That smile is memorable. I had to catch a breath. An icon came to me. There is life after death. We are twins under the same sign. Thank you for the parting gift you left behind. How many times shall we make love before we make love? We have been passionate from head to feet. I don't want to fret, expressing it as if we met on a wheel of euphoria, stuck in a repetitive cycle of climaxes, drunk in an eternal orgasm. The river never ceases. My soul, your soul, or engaging in a wonderful love affair without our bodies. These are spiritual orgasmic happenings. I want the real thing. The highlights of touching, quaking, the look in your eyes, the enjoyment which is breathtaking. How many times shall we embrace before we brace? You come to me when you are feeling separated from my soul, nursing upon my breast, or cunnilingually inclined, fall asleep between my thighs as a nightcap for good night. How many times shall we yearn for me as I you? Are you afraid that you cannot deliver any or all of what I've experienced in a dimensional setting? I have given you fellatio from the tip to the other tip, stroked your pride, gave you joy, listened to your whispers upon this pleasurable toy. Watch you rim it with the helmet before accepting the invite. Being in a stasis of gasping and passion, this is what I imagine. The anticipation blows my mind, a trance of our world. How many times shall we make love before we make love? Embrace before embracing. Release without releasing. The truth. Can you handle the truth? My truth. I sit up throughout the night painting and playing video games, not for fun, but peace. Peace of mind that I should have, but don't, as many do. I think about the bills, children, the future of my life, and if anyone out there cares to accept me as a wife, I reflect. I reflect on my past and present, recall conversations I had with others, and decipher them to better understand exactly what they meant. If it seems like a two-sided message, I ask before I vent. The truth. I'm reluctant to be in a relationship. My flaws nobody can see. As well as losing me and becoming him, I have to be free. I desire to keep my identity, come and go as I please, stay happy, and return to my significant other the same way I left, devoted, loving, and with sincerity. I need excitement, laughter, romance, and oddity. A think outside of the box kind of person. A must and spontaneity. I love a clean, tidy place. Some assistance is a plus. I enjoy eating it more than out because I do not trust others with my food, others with my drink, others with my man, especially if we're linked. Although I have been in a hiatus by my choosing for spiritual growth, I really miss quality relationships, friendships. I miss them both. I am an empath, not a beginner or macadam, which is the highest by God, and many do not know what I just said or what it means. It's over their head. If I feel loneliness of others, I can see your future times. I hear conversations. I see beyond this earth people. I am drawn to people who are indeed of something, not sex, but something deeper, something spiritual. I talk to others who are no longer in the body but were born with. I hear conversations at times and others' thoughts. I am them, all but none of them at all. My truth. Having a relationship with someone would be scary to them. He cannot cheat, lie, steal. I know, I feel. Everything he feels when it has happened, it will be defeat, unless his heart is pure. If not, I keep on looking, because love is my cure. Like kryptonite is to Superman, love withheld weakened me. Imagine what and who I'd become if it was offered to me freely. Can you handle my truth? I've been called a harbinger, witch, prophetess, hypocrite, succubus, earth angel, a descendant, but never snitch. All I ask is to be loved. They can't do this in the manner I need it. Why is that? Attempted suicide thrice thinking I would wake up in a better place with better people leaving pain behind. I woke up, still alive, living and sharing the pangs of others and wondering what and who am I? Yay, shit is getting real now. Can't help but to wonder if being alienated has more than one meaning. I'm handling my truth. As we went on, I expanded understanding, learning about me, meditation, prayer, asking, are there others like me? Can you grasp my disappointment of family? Wanted to have less to do with me because they deem me crazy? What about me being viewed, or me viewing them as, what about me viewing them as staying stuck in a crack of a record being played by a needle. At this point, it doesn't matter. I am loving, playful, and joy, stimulating conversation and connecting with a person of like mind similarities. I am demi and sapiosexual. Confidence holds my attention. Can you handle my truth? Can you handle the truth? Don't define me. Just love me. The injudicious manner of a widow's nature is to destroy the opposite sex upon carefully reaping all of his valuables. Even then, he is more willing to stay with her, no matter if she took him to a breath of his life. This was and shall be the once in a lifetime love to him. Materialism does not matter. The attention, the undivided love she displays. She is the counselor men dream of. She is the healing source desired, possibly, fought for. She gives him the strength to be all that he can, lays out his attire down to his cologne. She nurtures him as an investment. Her movements are never untimed, never fast-paced. She moves as an apparition, smooth, gently. Her smiles are rare and treasured. This widow is a drug in her right. From her skin to her original nature, women not of her caliber would deem this widow a witch or a dual personality, which are both based in love. Love by catering, loving him till death. When the widow has fulfilled her destiny in this lives of those who have had a score to settle from the past life, she moves on. The contract is complete, and the trinket she's obtained is her payment. She sprays and parlays in various areas awaiting her next victim to approach her. The mystery within her eyes, the hint of fear laced within them draws a man in deeper, seeking to know more. Allowing his logic to say he can overpower if she tries to harm him. You fool. Her weapons were proven by the ancients and have never failed. The widow is who she is. We cannot all be at all places at once. However, she may have an underlying desire not to be a widow, seeking to break free of this nature and cannot. One thing a widow's mother passes on to her daughter as advice. You will love many, and many will love you. Never lose sight of your nature. You are unforgettable upon all of them. You are unforgettable upon a call. They will all come to be at your side if you choose it. But you are widow. Serve me a beautiful meal on a clean plate. Allow it to be created, decorated, and placed in a kiln before presenting with your own hands. Take the time to master the flaws, balance the clay, using the right amount of water to shape and create. Some take shortcuts because they're in a hurry. I implore you to use the right tools. Correct the temperature so that what you are creating will last beyond the trying of a fire. You say you are spiritual, mystical, is critical. Critical due to the ways portrayed is less than what you speak. You want sunny days, however, you have snow. The romantic nights instead overshadowed the goblet of celebration, which should be a proclamation of finding the one. Your method of attaining promotes constipation for what you seek. Can a third grader hold a deeper relationship with a teacher of equality? You try from time to time. I stay true to my kind. Serve me a beautiful meal on a clean plate. Allow it to be created, decorated, and placed in a kiln before presenting with your own hands. It is written, you cannot evolve unless you can see, feel, accept. Open an empty vessel to be filled. You say, you're the one, be the one. The one to change for change, to ripple into the world and others. As a beacon you shall shine, draw and gather. Most of all, that one made expressively. I'm the one they foretold of, my coming, but you continue seeking the weak, desperate, those who are afraid to be alone kind. I'm fine. The way you crouch in the shadows awaiting a moment of weakness. Serve me. Y'all still with me? I walked through the park wearing yellow sundress complemented by a duster the same with splashes of orange. A smile upon my face, revisiting a moment in my mind. I chuckled as I passed a tree, a voice I heard from behind. You look like a cool, sweet peach on a hot summer's day. The kind parents give their children to quench the thirst away. A tall glass of lemonade complemented with the essence and cracked ice as enhancement. Sun-made tea of perfection poured into a frozen glass. Enough sugar to balance the flavor upon the palate. Maybe a crisp Waldorf salad. A woman to be desired, not hired. Relished and embellished with love. Exquisite love. The memories to be carried forever by doves. A bottle of water to the point of ice, pulled from a cooler with other entices. I can see you uncapping the tip. I have a question. May I have a sip? I turned towards the voice that sounded familiar. A basket on a cloth with two large pillows, two empty glasses propped on the bucket, a bottle of champagne with the cloth over that bucket. A smile upon my face became even brighter. My love grew higher. I sat upon the cloth, greeted with a kiss, greeted with a smile, and those words he reminisced from our first meeting. A poet from his heart, romantic from the start. His love just keeps filling my cup. Yes, I will have a sip. Oh, wow. have a few songs here, but I wrote them, and I'm going to no, I'll do this. I wish I was pretty. I wish I was pretty. From city to city, sitting on a shining star with a cup of tea and a great big chocolate bar, wearing something soft and bright that glows in candlelight. People that are eye bright, extraordinary conversation from dawn to night. I wish I was pretty. When it came to words, many would flock to me just like a bird in a tree. My poetry, unique the message, it soars. Can't nothing stop it. It moves like a wild boar. I wish I was pretty. No matter what I put on, people would see me. Not a brand, just me, being pretty. My poise, reaction, creative high thoughts, love and passion. Some want stimuli to their brain, soul. Others get stimuli only when they lie. Many are pretty. They hide. I wish I was pretty. I wish I was pretty. Since it hasn't happened yet, I guess it means we haven't met. I'ma sit on the shining star with a cup of tea and a great big chocolate bar. And since it hasn't happened yet, I guess we haven't met. I'ma sit on the shining star with a cup of tea and a great big chocolate bar. And since we haven't met, and since it hasn't happened yet, I guess we haven't met. I'ma sit on the shining star with a cup of tea and a great big chocolate bar. I wish I was pretty. All right, guys, 15 more minutes and then I'm going to sign off. And we'll be right back. And since we haven't happened yet, what if? What if the fabrics of this world we live in is a lie? What if all we have been told throughout the past 400 years was just strategic propaganda to control the masses of people upon the spaceship we call home? What if the good book known as the Holy Bible was given to man in such a way to teach him how to govern himself upon this earth as well as live a life of eternity in the body he has? But another entity had issues with that plan and thwarted it by interjecting adverse formulas to cause us to forfeit what was rightfully given to us by our Creator? What if our Creator is actually creators, as the book of Genesis has written? Let us make men in our likeness, in our image. It is obvious there are many creators. Who's to say that each race upon the planet doesn't have a creator and their likeness is after him? What if we, being fashioned after our creators, took time to create this Eden for the experimental work, which evolved into who we are today? The prime objective possibly could be to see if we can coexist on this planet and harmonious without any notoriety about our differences. I want y'all to know I wrote this in 2017. There was a man in the Old Testament that started a faction against all that is different from me. This man not only and only is the father of the prejudice, but built the city, and his objective was confusion, death, and to be praised since he proclaimed himself king over those that looked and spoke his language. Should we not relinquish any attributes, emotions, thoughts of this man's legacy? Those that continue to act accordingly are worshiping him as a god by their actions against others, in secret and openly. What if every person under the sound of my voice agreed to lay down their strife, their differences, their negative attributes, and embrace positivity? The sun would be less in heat, as if fueled by the excess energy we feed it daily. The forest would grow to a record-breaking speed. Our thoughts would advance us to a high spiritual being. We would no longer need to use words as we do so now. By thought, we could communicate to every living thing upon the face of this earth. Isn't that what Adam did when he was placed in the Garden of Eden? Isn't this the desired state of mankind to claim what is rightfully his? What if jealousy prompted other creators to create likeness beings? Some were successful and they were found pleasant to coexist with man. Others was implanted in DNA to thwart that very existence of the first creation. What if after we learned how to live in harmony, the knowledge of eternal life is taught to us? We will be able to manifest any substance from what is around us. Matter. What if we have a soulmate that lives on another planet, maybe dimension, waiting for our evolution so we can make a long-distance phone call and to anticipate his or her arrival? And life as we know it now is far better. What if by meeting, accepting, and intertwining with our soulmate, we bear children from positive energy that the two of you infuse from himself? When that energy is at its highest peak, a vibration, the two of you place it within the womb or belly of the female until time for birth. Oh, the possibilities to the what ifs. If we could broaden our minds and allow peace to overtake us and live, not worry about the food bills, etc., everyone is cared for and none lacked. What if? Inspiration. And this is going to be my last one. I come to you in many ways, some in words and some in play. I come to you in many places, it doesn't matter where. I have a job to do, a destiny to fill. Are you up for the challenges? When I come to you while preoccupied, will you try to make me wait or will you heed and drink me in? If I come to you at the end of a bereavement, will you listen or convey my words? At the epiphany of another year of life, will you be enlightened or remain the same? I employ many, but few communicate with me. Some wonder why there are no changes in their life. You may find me in a full-bodied glass of red wine, or as a butterfly perched on a stem, a branch doing a holiday wrapped with moss and holly. I am inspiration. I may come to you as an entwined love affair through the view of an ivy vine. I may wake you in the night through a breeze of warm air, in a hospital bed or someone's despair. A knock at a door or a smile of a stranger, a child passing by, an experience of danger. The charge upon me is to whisper inspiration if you seek to know my position. I am second to wisdom. The call goes beyond nations. It is heard throughout galaxies. Everything, every king, every queen, and those unseen have tasted me. I inspire as I am charged. There is another who taints this pessimism with pessimism, the pure. I'm met daily and most pass me by as an invisible, non-existent myth. Can you hear the call for salvation, truth, love, and fun? Coming together with patience or a powerful song or prayer, I am there. To agitate the thoughts of those who are dreamers and thinkers to embrace their heart's desire. If not for the faint at heart, it's for those that will hear. I give comfort when needed and such lovely pieces to many that are never greeted by the eyes or ears of the world, only kept selfishly and not developed. Recognition is never known. I am inspiration. I come at births, marriages, engagements, and events. I prompt certain emotions. I nudge at what is meant to be. Allow me to circulate and bring freshness to souls. Populate dances and self-expression. When you suppress me, you still try to cease my existence. You suppress yourselves. There are those that await my presence, however I am not sent to them yet. Only you, that the gifts were given before birth. I am inspiration. I am second to wisdom. Develop sensitivity that you may enjoy me. Such wonders to fill your hearts and minds. I am your portion. I come to inspire. Hello, Missy Woody. How you doing, sugar? All right, so I've given y'all right at an hour worth of poetry. I'm going to leave it on this channel in case anybody want to go back and listen to it. It is 11 minutes after 911. That is an emergency call. And let me tell y'all something, and this may not have nothing to do with poetry, but if anybody ever asks you to pray for them, that is a 911 call, an emergency call that's coming directly from their soul. All right, so don't say, okay, I'm going to put you on a prayer list at church. If you have the means within you and the power and the confidence and the faith that God will move upon your prayer, because the Bible says the effectual prayer of a righteous man availeth much. It also says pray without ceasing, be instant in prayer. All right? Do so. So me seeing 911 on the clock means that something is urgent. All right, guys. I love y'all. I'll be back in a few minutes. We're gonna start doing the and I will start taking the names of everybody that want to get a free painting from me. The only thing I'm asking that you would do in return is to pay for the shipping. I will not pay for shipping for you. I am giving away 8 by 10 paintings. Okay. Yeah. So it will be for 1 hour only. So if anybody come on to the live or come and they send me an email after the fact, chances are that you may not get one. I have over 200 paintings. And I will send you the painting of my choice, whichever one my intuition tells me to send you. Okay? So I need to make sure that I pay for the shipping as well as insure your painting. Your painting is worth more than $25. I have no painting in my house that's under $25. I do have a few paintings that's worth $1,500 that are 8 by 10s. So if anybody get that painting, uh, you will know when you get the when I also send out the slip that goes with it. You won't get the slip of paper, the proof of purchase, but you will get the paper that will tell the value of it, the insurance value. Okay? All right. Let's see. All right, guys. All right, don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button. I can't really see how many people in here. For some reason, it's not showing on my end. But I appreciate seeing Miss E. Woody Mathis in here, Latrice Howard, Cletus Brown. Other people I can't see your names because it keeps saying that it's loading. All right. All right, I'll see you shortly, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed the poetry.